Have you ever wondered how the United States of America came to be? Well, let's journey back to the 18th century, to the time of the American Revolution. This was a period marked by upheaval, change, and the birth of a new kind of political thought. The 13 British colonies, nestled along the eastern seaboard of North America, were growing restless under the rule of the distant crown. The seeds of rebellion were sown, and the American Revolution was on the horizon. In the year 1776, representatives from these colonies gathered to make a bold declaration. They sought to break away from the yoke of British rule and establish a new sovereign nation. This momentous event, known as the signing of the Declaration of Independence, marked the birth of a nation known today as the United States of America. The Declaration of Independence wasn't just a piece of parchment with signatures. It was a powerful manifesto that articulated the ideals of liberty, equality, and the pursuit of happiness. It was a proclamation that the people have the right to govern themselves, that they need not bow to the whims of a king across the sea. The American Revolution was not just a war, it was a revolution of ideas, a reshaping of societal norms. It challenged the old order and set forth a new path. It was a struggle that pitted the might of the British Empire against the determination of a people yearning for self-governance. In the end, the colonies emerged victorious, and a new nation was born. A nation founded on the principles of democracy and freedom, a nation where power was vested in the hands of the people. The United States, as we know it today, began its journey from this point. The significance of these events cannot be understated. They set the stage for the birth of a nation that would grow to become a global powerhouse, influencing the course of world history in countless ways. Thus, a new nation was born, ready to carve its own path in the annals of history. As the young nation grew, so too did its ambitions and challenges. The United States, in its infancy, was a nation with grand visions of the future. With the dawn of the 19th century came an insatiable thirst for expansion. This desire was encapsulated in the concept of manifest destiny, a belief that it was the nation's divine calling to stretch from sea to shining sea. This westward movement was not merely an expedition, it was a journey of discovery, of pioneering, and of nation-building. However, this expansion was not without its perils. As settlers pushed westward, they encountered a vast array of native tribes. These indigenous peoples had called these lands home for centuries, and they were not inclined to give up their territories without a fight. The resulting conflicts were brutal and bloody, a stark contrast to the idealistic vision of manifest destiny. The 19th century was also marked by a struggle that would divide the nation in two: the Civil War. Fueled by debates over states' rights and the issue of slavery, this war would prove to be one of the most pivotal moments in American history. It was a test of the nation's very soul, a battle for the ideals upon which the United States was founded. The aftermath of the Civil War brought about significant changes to American society and politics. The abolition of slavery, the Reconstruction era, and the amendments that sought to safeguard civil rights all had profound impacts on the nation. These events served to redefine what it meant to be an American, to challenge the status quo, and to strive for a more perfect union. In the crucible of conflict and expansion, the United States was being molded into a diverse and complex nation. This was a period of great upheaval, but it was also a time of tremendous growth and transformation. As the country moved into the 20th century, it was poised to face new challenges and opportunities, shaped by the trials it had already endured. As the dawn of the 20th century approached, the United States would face unprecedented challenges and opportunities. The first half of the 20th century was marked by two world wars. The United States, initially committed to a policy of non-intervention, was eventually drawn into these global conflicts. The First World War, or the Great War as it was known then, saw the United States flex its industrial muscle, supplying the Allies with much-needed resources and manpower. When the Second World War erupted, the United States again entered the fray, this time not just as a supplier, but as a major military force. These wars, while devastating, also had a transformative effect on the United States, propelling it onto the world stage as a major global player. However, it wasn't just wars that defined this era. Sandwiched between the two world wars was the Great Depression, a severe worldwide economic downturn that began in the United States. It was a time of hardship and struggle, of breadlines and unemployment. Yet, it was also a time of resilience, as the nation rallied together, finding innovative ways to recover and rebuild. This spirit of resilience was rewarded in the post-Second World War era, a time often referred to as the golden age of capitalism. The United States emerged from the war relatively unscathed, its infrastructure intact and its industries booming. This economic boom, coupled with advances in technology and a population surge known as the baby boom, led to unprecedented prosperity. The United States was not just a military superpower, it had become an economic one too. But as with all booms, there were also busts. The latter part of the 20th century saw economic downturns, recessions, and financial crises. Yet each time, the United States bounced back, adapting and innovating its way out of adversity. The 20th century was a time of great upheaval, but also great progress, solidifying America's place as a global superpower. Entering the 21st century, the United States continues to evolve and face new challenges. The dawn of the new millennium was marked by an event that shook not just the United States, but the entire world. The attacks on September 11, 2001, forever changed the landscape of American security and foreign policy. The Twin Towers, once standing tall as symbols of America's economic might, were brought down by terrorists, taking with them the lives of nearly 3,000 innocent people. This tragedy spurred the United States into the War on Terror, leading to prolonged conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. These wars, fought in distant lands, had profound impacts within the United States. They sparked debates about the nation's role in the world, the cost of freedom, and the balance between security and civil liberties. As the nation grappled with these issues, a new challenge emerged on the home front. In 2008, the United States faced its worst financial crisis since the Great Depression of the 1930s. Banks failed, unemployment soared, and millions of Americans found themselves in financial distress. This crisis, too, sparked intense debates. Questions about the role of government in regulating the economy, the fairness of wealth distribution, and the future of the American dream dominated the national conversation. Yet even as it faced these challenges, the United States continued to evolve. Social and political debates shape the nation's identity. Issues such as immigration, climate change, racial equality, and healthcare are at the forefront of the national consciousness. These discussions, sometimes contentious, are a testament to the democratic spirit of the United States. They reflect a nation that is constantly striving to improve, to learn from its past, and to build a better future. As history continues to unfold, the United States remains a dynamic and ever-changing nation. The challenges of the 21st century are significant, but they also provide opportunities for growth and transformation. As we move forward, the United States will continue to evolve, shaped by the debates and decisions of its people. From its 18th century beginnings to the complexities of the 21st century, the United States has a rich and varied history. This journey has seen the dawn of a new nation, born out of a quest for freedom and liberty. It has witnessed the expansion across a vast continent, the conflicts that arose from this growth, and the resolution that emerged, solidifying the nation's identity. The United States has weathered wars, economic booms and busts, and social upheavals that have shaped its character and its people. Entering the 21st century, it continues to evolve and adapt, reflecting the changing world around it. The history of the United States is a testament to the enduring spirit of its people, their resilience and their commitment to the ideals upon which the nation was founded. As we look back, we can see how the past shapes the present and will continue to influence the future of this diverse and dynamic nation.